Hello, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel for Microsoft Intune interview question and answer. So this is a part 4 video where I will be covering up next 10 questions, and in my last video part 1, part 2, part 3 I covered up 10 questions in each and every videos. So let's get started with this video. So now here is a question list what we'll be covering up in this video. What is compliance policy in Intune, what is the conditional access, what is configuration profile, how to deploy a script on the device, what is the group policy analytics, eSIM cellular profile, policy set in Intune, filters, device cleanup, and the category. So let's get started. Now here is what is the compliance policy in Intune. So basically compliance policy is set of the your requirement, like the operating system version, or you want to check the encryption through the BitLocker, whether the BitLocker is working or not, and the security like Defender antivirus is enabled or not. If it is enabled, then what is the AM version, antivirus version, what is the virus definition. All these things you can set inside the compliance policy. If all these set of rules match with that requirement, then your device will be compliance. If not, then your device will show as a not compliance. So now here is a what if your device is not compliance. So include the actions. What are the actions can take action can be taken if the device is not compliance. So you can send the email to the user or the Intune admin, you can retire the device, or you can remote lock the device because it's not compliance. Or if you integrate your compliance policy with the conditional access, so you can block this user access or you can grant this user access. Now let's see the next question. What is the conditionally access? So conditionally access, it's like based on the conditions, based on the certain or rules your device or user will access from the company data. So what are the conditions or the control? We can see in the conditions is on for the users or devices based on the locations or the apps. And the controls, what you can do, you can control the allow the access, or you can limit the access, or you can require the MFA, you can force to password reset, or you can deny the access. So basically the conditional access, when the user or device is trying to connect with your company infra, you have put it the certain conditions to access the data. Or you can create a policy, that policy if it is a past that conditions, then only it can reach out, or you can able to access your company data or the application. So now here is the signals and the decisions related to your device the conditional access. So signal scheme like applications, platform, risk, user group, or the locations. Based on your these signals, then it will verify the access attempt. If it is access allowed, then you can able to access the app and the data. If it is a MFA required, so then again you have to pass it, or you can block this access. So might be if it is a access, if it is a match all these conditions, then access will allow, or you can put the MFA is required to access the data, you can put the MFA, or you can block the device, or you can block the access to accessing the data. Now here is okay, what is the configuration profile? So configuration profile is a very big topic in Intune. You can create a configuration profile based on your requirement. So here I listed a lot of things. The administrative template, which is similar to your group policy. So you can take all these actions through administrative template, like you were deploying the policy through the group policy. So similar the group policy, your administrator template works. So basically what is the configuration profile? So with the configuration profile, you can enable or disable features, or you can change the settings using the configuration profile on the end user device. So if you want to enable something, you can use this, or if you want to disable, or if you want to change something on the end user device. So if we talk about the administrative template, here we have more than 6,000 settings or the configuration which you can deploy on the end user device. So you can completely control your device. You can use the customs. If something is missing under the administrative template, you can go for the custom template. You can create it your own. You can do the delivery optimization, firmware, device restrictions, domain join, email, endpoint protection. This is totally related to your Defender antivirus, identity protection, and here is a PKCS certificate or a SCUP certificate, VPN. So there are the many things you can do under the configuration profile. And based on your operating system, you have to select it's for the Windows machine or the Android or iOS, but this is screenshot I taken for the Windows. Now, how to deploy a script? So basically this script feature is added to run a PowerShell script on the end user device. So this is very helpful, which will help you to deploy the PowerShell script on the end user device. Like Intune features will help you to run a PowerShell script. For the shared drive, suppose you create a PowerShell script and you want to deploy it, and that device are using many people, so it's a shared device. So whenever new user will log in, your PowerShell script will execute again. So PowerShell script, if you add the PowerShell script with your Win32 app deployment as a detection method, so first your PowerShell script will run and then the application will execute. If you deployed any PowerShell script, so if it is running more than the 30 minutes, then automatically that script will kill and the timeout. So it's a maximum the 30 minutes you can run it. So this script you can use on the Linux platform, Mac OS, or the Windows 10 and the later platform. Now, what is the group policy analytics? So basically this feature used to when you have a local group policy in your on-prem infra, you export that group policy and you can import it into Intune for the monitoring purpose. So this is totally related for the GPU. So analyze your on-prem GPU. So the settings are supported by the cloud based MDM provider or include the Microsoft Intune. So any pre-created settings or the settings are not available. So as I said, this is basically used when you export your group policy from the on-prem infra and you can import into the Intune, and then you can start monitoring your GPU. Now here is a eSIM cellular. So this feature is embedded with the SIM chip. So if you are using this feature, you should have the eSIM facility or the eSIM supported device, then only you can utilize this. So Intune within the eSIM, you do not need to get a SIM card from the mobile operator. So suppose you are using Airtel, Jio or any other SIM, that you do not require the SIM card, you just need the eSIM, that is the number. So if your company purchased that eSIM for your device, then you can deploy it through by using this policy. So this is like for the calling features, but your device should support eSIM features, and you need a eSIM enabled device such as a Surface LTE. So if you are using the Surface LTE, then you can utilize this feature for eSIM. Now what is the policy set? So in Intune you can see a feature that's called a policy set. So actually what it is, so it's kind of a set of certain policy where you can add here in a bulk and you can deploy to any of the device instead of deploying individually. So under this policy set, the apps will come. You can add the apps here, and the app configuration policy, app protection policy, device configuration policy, device compliance policy, autopilot deployment profile, enrollment status page, or setting the catalog policies. So if you have all these policy, and instead of deploying one by one to the device, you can you can use this feature policy set. You can add all these policies there and directly can deploy to the device. So that is this is the feature, but really I never used it in my the production, because if I deployed as all these policies all together, that might be will be causing an issue. But yes, you can do it. Now what is the filter? So basically filter will improve your the flexibility. Let me give you an example. When you are deploying any of the applications under the under your assignment, you have this feature filters. So how this filter will works? So suppose you create a Windows 10 filters that will contain all the Windows 10, and you are deploying a application on the Windows 11, but by mistakenly you in your device group you have added the Windows 10. So that Windows 10 also will get the package. So here your filter will help you to filter the data. You can add in your assignment a filter, exclude the Windows 10 collections. So your devices which is part of that group will be excluded. So the device won't receive the package. And similar thing you can do for any type of assignment. You can create a Windows 10 filter, 11s, or there are the many conditions which can in the many situations you can create a filters. But I just given an example for the Windows machine. You have the Windows 10 machines and you don't want to deploy the package. You are deploying Windows 11 package. You added the Windows 11 group. You assigned that group. But if you keep the filter for the Windows 10 as exclude, so your deployment will not reach to the Windows 10 devices because you excluded your Windows 10 from that group. So that's how it can used. Even you can include or exclude in both the conditions you can use it. Or if you create a one filter, that you can reuse it many times. Now the device cleanup. So this is a important feature. Like when the user left your organization, then the device will be still remain into your Intune. So you can that's called like a stale devices which is not in used. So based on the last login timestamp, you can detect the device and you can do the cleanup. So here I given the example. You have to just set it yes, device deleted use last check-in date, or the device haven't checked in on these many days. So if you set it the 60 days, a device have not logged in within the 60 days, that device will delete from your Intune console. So that will automatically, that process will run. It will calculate, delete will calculate your device last login timestamp. If it is more than 60 days, it will automatically remove from your Intune. So this feature you can use it to make healthy your infra. Or when you are using it, just consult with your Active Directory team as well, that you set up this policy, because if the devices got deleted, it will remove from your Active Directory as well. Now here is a device category. So device category, basically it is used when you are creating a dynamic group. So you can put a detection method based on the category. You can create the dynamic rule. So it will help you to filter out your data. Here I shows you what are the IT department, HR department, finance. So these are the category I created. It's very simple to create. You can go to the under the devices, device category, and then you can select the device category. So once you select this the device category, and if the user property having that category, so easily you can filter out your data, how many devices are belong to the IT or HR or the finance or any other departments. So it's very easy to filter out your data, and it's easy to create a dynamic group as well. So by default, user will prompt to choose the category from the listing user in the company portal. So when you first time you log in into your company portal, that user will get the pop-up to select the department. If it is not selected, if it is already selected, then a user will not get the prompt. So if they selected their department like IT, HR, finance, anything, then that category will assign to the particular device, and then it will help you basically in the reporting part. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you have learned something. We covered up again the 10 more questions, and I will be ready with the next 10 questions in the coming video, part 5. So guys, see you soon in my next video. Thank you for watching.